There's 13 teams in the National Football League that are 2-2. 13 of them. But who's the best? Who is the best 2-2 team right now in the NFL? I'm going to give you my top five. Number one, Baltimore Ravens. You saw it against the Bills. That running game with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Defense led by guys like Roquan Smith and Kyle Hamilton. They've got great coaching with John Harbaugh. They are legit. And when you watch that game on Sunday night, you could almost see that game happening in January in the playoffs. They're going to be a tough out, Baltimore. And it just something says that the only team that's going to be able to handle them in the AFC is probably going to be the team that knocked them out last year, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number two, the San Francisco 49ers. And I know they're not 100%, but Brock Purdy has done a really good job keeping this team afloat. But they're going to get healthier. CMC is going to be okay after traveling to Europe in a mysterious trip to Germany. Jordan Mason has filled in phenomenally in his absence. You know, they have a bunch of weapons with Kittle and Debo and Ayuk in that defense. They're just leaders all over the place, including who, in my mind, is probably one of the best players in all of football, Fred Warner. San Francisco at 2-2. I'm sure there's a lot of teams out there that wish they were in a more precarious position. Number three, the Green Bay Packers. A furious comeback. Came up a little bit short against the Minnesota Vikings the other day, but this is a well-balanced team, a truly special quarterback, in my opinion, in Jordan Love. I like what they're all about. I really do. I love the acquisition of Josh Jacobs. Those young wide receivers really seem to mesh well with Jordan Love. And how about the pickup of Xavier McKinney? 4 interceptions, one of the best moves in the offseason. Number 4 for me, the Indianapolis Colts. Not enough people showing respect for the Colts and the job done by Shane Steichen. So impressed what he was able to do last year with Gardner Minshew at the helm, with Anthony Richardson being banged up. And then again this year, they're 0-2. Some close games, and then they win their last two over the Bears and the Steelers. 3 tackling machines on defense with EJ Speed, Nick Cross, and Zaire Franklin. They all have over 40 tackles through 4 games. That team is one of those teams that kind of flies under the radar a little bit, but I really like watching them play. They're well coached, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make the postseason once again. And then number 5, this was a tough one because I do like the Chargers. I do understand where maybe a team like the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, and that stellar defense, I just don't trust the health and the depth of the Chargers, nor do I trust Robert Saleh for the Jets. So I'm going to give it to the Atlanta Falcons. They're only a couple plays away from being 0-4. I get it, but you have to give Raheem Morris and the Dirty Birds some credit for winning those close games over the Eagles and then over the Saints. Uh, they can make a real statement on Thursday night against the Buccaneers. The division still goes through Tampa Bay, but Atlanta can make a huge, huge proclamation that the times they are changing if they come out with the dub on Thursday night.